Education was not their thing. It was just the cooperative effort of Dr. Alston that this was a grade school. What that grade school meant was they taught skills. Most of your brickwork, Ryan, including some of these arches. Hello.
You recording this?
A lot of the bricklayers here earn skills right here at the school. The teachers earn skills. People who do home economics, as a matter of fact, before you got to the football field behind the school that was here, there was a garden. They used to actually grow some of their own food.
Yeah. Wow.
And learn how to cook it. So, and the teachers, a lady named is Gracie Ash, I got all that history at home, that developed and were dedicated. These people made nothing, little or nothing. If you look at the disparity between what they paid white teachers and black teachers, it was less than 1/3 of what a white teacher would make.
Yes, sir.
But they stuck to it.
Wow.
And I'm glad because of the fact that when I graduated from Austin High School on Bryan Street, I had they thought I already had my BS degree by the time I got to college. The reason being, our teachers care. If you made an F at Austin, you'll make an A today.
Thank you.
Just because of the way that the teachers were dedicated to what they wanted us to be. And they wanted us to succeed. And they put their time and their effort into helping all the students who passed through this great institution called Austin High School that we celebrate as a legacy today. We're so glad people like Major Moutry, who left the Somerville and the Sheriff's Department. Those people played football here.
Yes, sir.
And they got their foundation here. And many of your craftsmen, and we don't understand today, there were black businesses on this street right here. And down where Timrod Library is, across the street, there is a marker for one of the early seamstresses that went to Wesley United Methodist Church. All of these people had an impact. And Deacon McClellan here went to First Baptist. Dr. Alston's father was a pastor at the First Missionary Baptist Church.
Yep.
Wow. Do y'all have his picture there? They got
We have
picture?
the picture of his father.
Oh, good.
His father is, matter of fact, it's in the centennial celebration for the town of Somerville. There's a picture of him and a little bit from First Baptist Church.
Okay.
But you got to remember, a lot of these preachers came through Morris Street Baptist downtown Charleston, and they migrated towards Somerville. Matter of fact, there was black settlements on 61 they call the Gregg community, where Ashley Baptist on 61 is. So, and we had settlements of black people. And as a matter of fact, right across the street, down the street here, before you get to Aiken Capers Funeral Home,
Simmons Quarters.
Simmons Quarters.
Simmons
There you go.
Right.
All of them were just rows and rows of small houses with black people.
They was painted green.
True. Painted green and white, right?
Wow.
Green, solid green, but white
They
windows.
trimmed the windows with white,
Right,
but
uh-huh.
painted green.
And Mr.
Simmons
Henry
Quarter.
Boone had a two-story house right around the street
Right,
here.
the yellow building.
But yeah, before you get to where OK Grocery used to be, whatever that restaurant is now, there was two houses right there. So I'm just saying, you look at the disappearance or the gentrification that's taking place in the town of Somerville, particularly in Brownville where we're going now, where they're building $300,000 houses, and the town is talking about putting in economic development. So if a business comes in, what that would basically do is they're going to rezone the property for either multifamily or mixed use, which basically gentrifies black folks in that area. So there's a lot going on in Somerville, and the problem I have with Somerville is I don't know where the leadership is.
Me too.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you right now who's a leader. Not on town. I know the town councilman, but once again, I'm talking about a leader. In this town, years ago, including Austin, a lot of the people came out with that idea that they wanted a better life for the community. not for self.
That's right.
These people work for the community. And what that basically entailed was in Brownville at this moment right now, with the money that's flowing in there from development, we could develop a park or something. And because if they're complaining about Doty Field, there's areas before you get to Brownville Church of God and to Barnes-Temple AME Zion that needs to be cleared.
That's right.
Where we going at right now, right at the corner when we come out of Michael's store onto that street, there's an area right there.
That's right.
But what I'm trying to get at is this is the foundation for a lot of the civil rights movements and education and the skill that they have. Now, I was skilled at Austin, the Austin on Bryan Street. I had a teacher who taught me chemistry and math. As a matter of fact, my teachers, because I wanted to know more, I didn't integrate in before 1970. I stayed at Austin. They had freedom of choice then. And after freedom of choice, in 1970, they made things totally integrated. All the tax dollars went to total integration. But we had some of the black students who went to Somerville High School, and they did okay. And they were basically spectators, as you could imagine. But as we gather here on this spot in unity today, at the beginning of Kwanzaa, the message really is for us to tell our folks we need to unite around. I don't care whether you live in Brownville or Germantown, those are just communities. But because you see, I know what's happening in my community, and believe it or not, I can go knock on my white neighbor's door and they will help me stop certain development. I don't need 5 more houses in front of me because on my street as it is, I can't even get out of my driveway. There's just so much traffic right now. And we put a sidewalk in Germantown a few months ago, and guess who's on the sidewalk?
Not you.
They ain't,
Not
ain't
you.
Not me. No.
Not you.
No, I can't even get on the sidewalk. I can't even get out of because there are dog walkers out there. Everybody, somebody told me as soon as y'all get a sidewalk, here come the Caucasian people.
That's
And that's true. But these are the changing times in Somerville, and if we want to have any kind of say, and not only in government but in the communities that we live in, it's time to bring all that together. I'm kind of rambling right now.
Because Chris Fishman used to be a leader.
That's right.
He was to help. He and
my daddy.
Yeah, your daddy.
And Bob Prophet.
Yeah, Bob Prophet. Because they're the one.
And Marinell.
Yeah, my brother. They're the one intercede about this school when they didn't have no place to go. But they want us to move from here. But they intercede with that property where the school at now. And that's how it was. Because when we moved down there and got things lined up, they started, her prejudice there, they got some lights. I put some new lights to Somerville High, and Mr. Sumter he got the lights. They talked him in and get the lights. That was our principle. We put it down here for the black people, the football field. And the people tell Mr. Sumter they would not go accept those lights that they used down there. So they had to put new lights down here. What they did with the old lights, I don't know. But that's what happened. See, this place was messed up. We can say it's still prejudice, but it was prejudice more. And right now, if we had, like he said, the leaders, we don't know the leaders. Chris Richardson dead, and all the people we talk about, they dead. And right now, we need a powerful leader to help us intercede what's going on. Because this place, like I said, the white people is taking it over. Now, if you don't pay your taxes, this is how they get it. Now, they don't take it from you, but they intercede. They goes up to St. George.
Yeah, better.
And check on things. And then what they do, put up the taxes. Your taxes will be up. I'm telling you. Then if you don't pay it, because most of us used to jump out and go to New York and all them places. And our parents died, everything, leave the place down here. They wouldn't pay the tax. The white man right there, when he go to Central, he carries his book. And when he carries his book, he's checking on things. And right now, I got people, real estate, calling me for 2 pieces of property. And I haven't called. I done got I don't know how many notice, but property and everything, even my house where I live at now. But I haven't even called them back. I haven't said nothing because if they get enough houses, with single-story houses, they don't want to build no single-story house. They want to build apartment.
Wow.
Townhouses, yeah.
Yeah. You go everywhere now. It's not no single-story house. It's an apartment they building, and this is what they want. If they see where they can put a couple of apartments in a place, that's it. And when we moved from here, that school was nice. And until they start messing around with all them white, then the white, they start. Right now, this new school they built, named Austin Bailey. When they opened that school, I went up there. But my great-grandson was going there. And I looked at it, the only thing I saw was white. And I said, you teach here? And I mean, look at the bulletin board. Where everybody who play football, the picture is on the bulletin board right there at school. Right there. And I look at it, I said, how in the world, all these black play football and stuff, and nothing, you see white. Right now, you walk there right now, it was predominated black, but now it's predominated white teachers.
Wow.
And Violet knows for the fact that we fought to keep the name Alston on the property, which was an ordeal. They wanted to name it after so many people. We tried to
Yes, sir.
keep that name Alston
They
and
did
the
an event.
mascot,
They
the
did a
tag.
concert show on there with somebody.
But right now, I think our children, like you said, your great-grands, or my great-grands, or my grands even, will not remember that I went to school there.
No.
That whole history is going to disappear unless, like this marker that Violet was very instrumental in getting, those are, people will come here in 3 years and ask, well, what kind of school was here? What does that mean? They don't know.
They don't know.
Don't have no idea.
They don't know. But you can talk to your children. I don't want to talk to you.
Go ahead.
You can talk to your children. My oldest son, and he is 50 years old. And I was talking to him one day, from his school. I said, I went to school Easterville, and I was talking about how the black school was. He said, Daddy, I don't know nothing about that because I ever went to integrated school. I said, you're right. I said, but you got to learn something about the black school. The black teachers will teach you, they'll cut your behind. And they should do it. And see, I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know, because I got Miss Bailey. Miss Bailey beat me so. I mean, she not hit anything. She spanked me. She spanked me in the class, threw me with me across her lap and spanked me. But see, we have more children that, you didn't hear about all black children going to jail. No, you didn't hear about that. And right now they got this opportunity and following the white, they're doing this thing. But the black teachers used to teach you, and if you miss your lesson during the day, you will stay in and get your lesson. That's how they was.
Linda, you want to go ahead and move this to Michael? So
Yeah, because